Hello. Hello. The purpose of this Hangout on Air is to show people that might be new to Google Plus some of the benefits it will give you and your business and even your community should you decide to delve into Google Plus and start to use it. So one of the benefits is being able to do what we call Hangouts on Air, which enable me to just sit here, share my screen and produce a video that talks about some of the benefits. So what we're looking at the moment is my personal profile. We're looking at the home stream, and if we look at the profile, you can customize this, which I've subsequently learned that I'm going to change this picture here because it looks very much like my company page, and I'll go on to explain that in a minute. But one of the things that's really key is if you look at your profile and then you go to the About section, which I've just done here, you can start to tell others a bit about yourself. So you can say as much or as little as you want to. But the real advantage of using this is not only you telling others, but you're actually telling Google. Most people use Google search to find things. So the more that you share with Google, the better it is from a business perspective that you share on your Google Plus profile. So if I just skip to the next tab, this is my business page. As you can see here, it says Webster Consulting. And this is why I'm going to change this image, because unless you look at the profile here, it could be very confusing when you switch from a personal profile to a company page. So I'm going to change my cover here to make it more obvious. But the point of showing you this is if you look at the About section in a company page, you can list lots of things about you and your business. So you can put additional links here that will allow Google to know about your business. And from a personal perspective, you can put links down here that inform people what about other social profiles that you might have. So here's my Twitter profile, here's my LinkedIn profile, and obviously my web page. So that's basically telling Google all about me, which improves my organic search results when people want to know about Dave Webster or Webster Consulting. So it's really important. The other thing that you can do is have a community. Now we're looking at here a community about photographs around Lancashire, and as you can see, there are 84 members that have signed up for this. I'll show you the Webster Consulting community in a minute, but basically in a community you can then categorize, and as you can see in this example, the categorization here is places around Lancashire. So if you wanted to look at photographs around Clitheroe, then these are they. And there are hundreds of communities that you can look at. So these are some of the ones that I moderate. This is a private community. This we used to set up a cycle ride that we did last year. And one of the things that you can do is you can store all sorts of additional information to a private group. So if you have an event, whether that be a hotel booking or whether that be training, a training cycle ride in this example, you can schedule it here and it will automatically appear in everyone's calendar. So we had the whole tour where we would be on day one where we're staying the night of day one, what the route using Google Maps was on day two, etc., all within a community, which basically means that everybody that had a smartphone could access that. Now, the reason we put it to a private status is one of the team didn't want their personal information to be available to everybody, which is why we made it private. So it's only through invitation only that you can join this community. This is the Webster Consulting community, and again, I agree. I think it's been it's a little confusing because I'm using the same imagery, moving to the cloud, we make it happen, on all three different pages. But basically, the reason I've created this is to help clients get used to some Google tools. So my categorization down here is I've posted some videos that I hope will help people start to get to grips with some of the Google tools. So for example, this is updating Google Sheets. So this is the equivalent to Excel. This isn't anything to do with Google, but it's something that I plug frequently, the gcflearnfree.org organization, because that's a fantastic resource for people that want to learn about tech. There's a fantastic section on Google specifically, but if you're wanting to learn how to use the latest version of Excel, for example, there's a lot of good content on their website. So rather than me keep sending the same information over and over again, what I do is I post it within my community, and then you can categorize. So for example, if you're an iPad user and you want to know how to set up Google Apps on your iPad, there's all the information that you would need to do that. There's a section here on Google+. Obviously, this video is about Google+, but if you join our community, you can find additional information that will help you get up to speed using Google+. One of the benefits of Google+ are Google Hangouts. This is a video conferencing facility that you can use as a television station, where you can broadcast not only you, as I am now individually, but you could invite guests to participate in a broadcast which can be streamed live over YouTube. It's just really the tip of the iceberg in regards to what you can do. But I just wanted to make this short video to explain the difference between a Google+ community, a company page, and a personal profile. And if you do get a chance and you do set up a Google+ profile for yourself, and there's something that you're specifically interested in, for example, let's say cooking, as there's lots of cooking programs on the television. As you can see, there are quite a few cooking communities here that people have set up. So let's have a look at this one. So this one's got 172,000 members. So this is doesn't look like it's a private community, so I could just join if I wished. And obviously, if I wanted to decide what I wanted to cook for tea tonight, I'm assuming, first time I've looked at this, I could look down here and find lots of fantastic recipes and get ideas. And the categorization here is obviously an opportunity for other cooks to discuss things, specific types of food, specific types of cooking, baking, eating, and then photos. So communities are a great way of getting groups of people together online from all over the world to an interest that you might share with virtual friends. And just to finish, I have managed to get my following just above the 1,500 follower number, which took me an awful long time. It took me 6 months to do that. But in doing so, I met somebody called Christine DeGraff, who is a Google Plus user in the United States. And she basically achieved getting 1,500 followers in just 2 months for me for my company page. So as you can see, I've got just over 1,700 followers on my company page, which basically means that when I post information, then people that are following me will get notified. If you look here, for example, I posted something this morning, and this is the response of people. That's a +1. I've got somebody, Bart here has reshared something, and Mayana has +1 something that I posted earlier in the week. So you do start to build your following, and obviously the idea from my perspective is I want to allow people to know that I'm talking about technology and I'm talking about cloud computing, which is why I post a little bit about me personally and from a business perspective on my company, on my own profile. From a company perspective, if I look at the posts that I've put out there, these are usually kind of more technology led. So Google have a new tool which is called Inbox, and I follow a YouTube channel where I get notified every time there's a new post in regards to new things, which I then reshare with the followers of Webster Consulting UK Limited. Last week there was changes to Google Drive, so I posted there. This is something that I put in my LinkedIn profile that I then reshared on my company page. So it's just a way to keep people updated very, very easily. And then obviously when I have clients and I'm wanting to keep them updated, I invite them to join the Webster Consulting community, where this is a little bit more specific around Google and training and keeping them up to speed with changes that are going on all of the time. So I hope you found this brief video useful, and please feel free to share it with whomever you feel would find it interesting. So thanks for taking the time to watch this brief video, and I will hopefully speak to you soon.